between
Okay,
ourselves.
so basically the reason why me and Sam are wearing the same things, same clothes,
As
is
episode
because
5.
we were supposed to have Juni on as a guest. He was supposed to be our second guest. Our first provincial guest, let it be known that he's from Toronto. So we actually flew him all the way to Montreal, and he got here yesterday, but he thinks it was a better idea to go have intercourse with a woman, even though we paid for his plane ticket, because we have a budget here at the Pool Boy Show. Yeah. So I think that's cool. I respect a man like that who really just makes decisions for his own self-benefit. I respect a man like that. I think
it's all I expect from a rock star.
Yeah, that's all I expect from a rock star. So thank you for finally showing up.
When I made the decision, the only thing I was wondering is if I go there at 11, will Adele suck me off?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I just don't think he will.
No. Well, because I'm off that. Yeah, but I mean, if it was the old me, 2021, I would have been the first one on your dick.
I checked the calendar and I was like, he said
that's
New
a
Year,
new man.
New me.
Yeah, exactly.
New me.
He said New Year, New me. So but introducing our guest, WordsByJuni. He's a good friend of mine. It's the first time that Sam meets him, and I think they're already beefing. So we're gonna have to squash this right now.
We're gonna have to cut this.
let's just start by saying what you guys don't like about each other. Okay, so let's start with you, Juni. What do you not like about Sam?
It's the whole vibe, to be honest.
And you, Sam, what do you think? Okay, perfect. So that's squashed. That is great. Okay, so how about we just start zen?
Hold up, Felicia. Hey, stop bumping my phone. My phone blowing up. Come on, you need to go home. Get out. Call me Felicia. High school romance. Now you got a boyfriend. Come on. And I'm still a drug addict. Hold up. I need a fucking blow up. I need a fucking bang. I need some fucking rain. I need a bang.
We had the first episode this morning and we were drinking coffee, but now we quickly transitioned to beer. Quickly, Junaid is having his first coffee, so we know.
Let the record show that it's 2 p.m. also.
2 p.m. coffee, beer.
In case you're watching this thinking, oh, it's probably 8, 9.
Oh, there we go, and we're interrupted like we expected to be.
We were just getting into the meat of
for those of you who are wondering what is going on, Adele bought flowers for his girlfriend, and the flowers have arrived. What's up, man? Don't worry, you don't have to be on camera, Mr. Flower Man. I am freezing. Oh, we have more coffee delivered to us, ladies and gentlemen. A lot is going on here at the Pool Boy Show.
This is done.
Yeah, no. I say we keep going with the chaoticness.
Bro, this guy doesn't want to be on
camera. But he doesn't have to be on camera.
I'm trying to be incognito.
Yo, let's all list all the crimes we've committed recently.
So, you know this guy's a real friend when he brings your boy puppy litter because he knows that he's got a new puppy. You know what I'm saying? Jeez.
That is real.
That is true friendship.
That is beautiful friendship. Like the last time I told you how I wanted to gift you with my dirty ass pad thai that I made. Because I don't know, you don't know the story, but
he made pad thai that was barely good for a dog, and he's like, "I'm not gonna eat this." Adele might,
so I was gonna gift it as a gift, but then I threw it in the garbage.
Thank God,
But Adele might.
Okay, so who's the coffee for?
It was probably for me and him, my guy. So you.
Okay, I'll back off. We've already had 3 coffees, so that's fine.
You know what's always rough is, are you like a pet person? Like, do you like animals?
As of recently, yes, mostly because my sister got a dog, and then the dog and I fell in love with each other, and then I became a dog person, and then now I stop scrolling when I see dog videos on my phone. So I'm like, holy shit, I'm becoming a dog person.
Right.
But earlier in my life, no, I wasn't.
Are you not?
I used to be scared.
Huh? Are you not a cat person either?
Cat, I'll definitely play with a cat if I see a cute cat coming my way. Yeah, also with dogs too. Like if it's a cute ass dog, I'll play with a dog. But I'm not like
You're shallow. It has to be like an attractive animal. And
I'm superficial. I'm a piece of shit.
But if an ugly animal comes to get away, you grab.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of humans are like that.
You know what I've always found interesting is that we've decided, or maybe intrinsically, like certain animals are cute, right? Like if a cat comes, you like rub it, you play it. Play it. But if like a possum comes, which just looks like a giant rat, but it's like docile and friendly or whatever, you would be grossed out by it. You'd be like, this is
and humanity does the same thing with cows and pigs.
We do it with people.
We kill the shit.
We do it with people.
We do it with
Ugly
people too.
People are just like, people view them as less almost. So like, don't give them the same like attention and time.
It is fucking weird. And I actually, I was very much like that, especially in my early 20s, where you were like judgmental, like, oh, I have to hang out with the cool crowd. But as I get older, I like to think at least that I've opened my heart a lot more, because you realize it's all about that. It's all about like connecting and meeting people. And also the best gift you could give someone, even if it's a friend or a family member or a significant other, is not judging them.
Yeah,
I think no judgment is like one of the best gifts you could give someone.
Yeah. Because there's not a lot of places where you can just like openly express yourself or like say something that like...
Not only that, but like let's say like you had a shitty ass day, so you decide to play video games, and then somebody walks in, or a friend or whatever, it's like, oh bro, you're playing fucking video games, like they make you feel like a fucking loser. But it's like, yo bro, I had a stressed out day. I'm trying to get my mind off work or whatever the fuck it was. And I play video games, and I would have appreciated you not commenting on it like that, you know? But it's little small comments like that. You know, it's like somebody's going through a rough patch, and like, let's say they lose their job or whatever. It's like, oh, you're unemployed. Like people that do that. It's like, yo, okay, let the guy transition from a job to another job or whatever.
Bailey's coffee, my guy.
Bailey's coffees too?
Bailey's coffee.
Oh, best of both worlds for you. Heard it here first.
So you want to ask them the tough ass questions we had for him?
Okay, yeah. So first question.
Oh my God. Buckle in, boys.
He readjusts himself.
Okay, so first question. What do you think of the trans community being behind the vaccination of millions of people?
The trans community
Yeah,
being behind the vaccination.
Yeah, how do you feel about the trans people, the trans community? Vaccinating, being behind the whole epidemic of COVID.
But not only that.
First they're pro-vaccine, but also like pro-COVID.
But not only that, they're not even taking the vaccine themselves. They have green tea.
Yeah, instead.
That prevents the COVID.
Because me and Sam were having a conversation about like Sam hearing somebody saying, yo, green tea helps for COVID.
On Facebook,
yeah, on Facebook. And then Sam's like, okay, that's bullshit. And then he just goes on Google to just check if it's bullshit or not. And just
articles upon articles.
And you're like, oh no, you can literally find anything you want online, you know?
Bro,
that's what's scary.
The new one is evidence shows like cannabis compounds protects from COVID.
Yeah,
and all these like
stoners
I know that like roll spliffs with tobacco and stuff. Like, see, like I'm protected. It's like, no, bro.
Well, you want to hear something interesting? Back in the days, people that smoked cigarette like wouldn't get the flu as much.
Really?
Yeah, because people would smoke inside, and this is like medieval, not medieval, but like 1600s, 1500s. They were smoking tobacco inside, and people that smoked cigarettes like made like such a cloud around them that airborne viruses had more trouble getting to them.
Oh,
it's
that's
kind of like
interesting.
it's kind of like people that smoke cigarettes get bitten by mosquitoes less type of thing, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Because mosquitoes that.
Yeah, people are like, tobacco wacko, man. Peace.
It's like there's a new article that comes out. Did you know that people that smoke cigarettes are less likely to get STDs? Well, guess what?
It's because they don't fuck.
Actually, I saw a thing that like smoking is coming back in style also. Like, for the first time last year, the number of smokers increased.
Okay, but as an artist, do you pick up on that trend? You're like, yo, I gotta pop off Instagram. My career's on the low.
Yo, my career's on the line. Spark it up.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of scary because I used to smoke. Like I was a smoker, like never like a pack a day, but maybe like a pack every couple of days there at my peak. And I finally like quit and just like I haven't like touched a cigarette since. But then vaping became a thing. And I don't own a vape, like I don't vape often, but a lot of the things that I noticed about cigarettes that made me stop, like the taste, like blah, blah, blah. It goes from like this like kind of disgusting taste to like, ooh, watermelon, lemon flavor or whatever. And you're like, oh, this is delicious.
And I can do this all day and not feel guilty.
Inside, like there's no, like a lot of the like negatives are gone. But at the same time, I'm sure it's just as bad for you because my lungs feel like heavy after I vape a lot. You know?
Yeah.
And it's funny. Me too. I have a vaping problem. if that's what you wanted to address here. But it's okay.
Here we talk about our problems.
Yeah,
Okay?
no judgment zone at the Po' Boy Show.
Yeah. So what do you think about the trans community being behind like the vaping and
The
stuff?
vaping, the vaping epidemic.
But no, this is something I wanted to ask you. Yeah, obviously, I've myself tried the whole creative entrepreneur, artist, being self-employed, being by myself. How do you yourself?
By myself.
Self-employed is what I meant.
Being alone, crying in the evenings.
Relating to sad songs and shit like that. But yeah,
Quoting Drake lyrics.
on my Instagram posts because
Champagne Papi, I have a champagne bottle, man.
because that's the coolest thing you could do on Instagram. But yeah, how do you approach balancing making money and trying to be an artist?
Oh, bro, I've lost far more money making music than I've made. It was actually funny because last year I think was the first time I actually like declared like income and stuff on music and like expenses. And I was actually tallying up the expenses and stuff. Like if you actually like look at the list, like travel, studio time, promotion, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, I spent like 10K and I made like 3K or something like off stream plays.
Yeah.
Because also streaming royalty wise, the payout is really low. Like, that's just something that everyone is aware
Lives
of in the
with
industry.
now, yeah.
But then also like all the people that work on a song split that too. So it's not like I'm making 100%. It's like me and Adele will go 50-50 or like
Yeah, stuff.
So, but honestly, one thing that I've realized at this point is that music, I'm always going to make music. I love making music. And in my spare time, like I'll meet up with Adele and we'll make hits. Like that's just what I love to do. And I'm always going to do that. But I read this thing recently on Reddit where all things
Where all true things become truer.
Yeah, the truth is
Yeah.
whatever truth you're looking for, you'll
You'll
find it.
find it there. Yeah.
But it was someone made this post and it was like, you don't need all three of these things in one place. It's like you need something that you're good at, something that'll make you money, and something that you love to do. But you don't need all of those three things in one place, right? So you can have a job that you're good at and that makes you money, but that you don't love to do, but then there's something else that you love to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me right now, I think that I'm in a place where I love, like, I'm cool with like corporate work. I know a lot of artists are like, oh, like I could never work like a 9 to 5. And I know that you're someone who's like, if I'm in a cubicle, just fucking put me down. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're like you're like musician through and through. Like I think that's been your approach. But I'm someone who, like, I was working full time this whole past year, and I really enjoyed what I did as well.
Yeah.
And I made way more money doing that than like doing the artistic stuff. But then also doing that allowed me to put more money into the artistic stuff and like get a new guitar and take lessons and like elevate my craft in other ways.
Right.
So for me, it's not like, I think that it's completely fair to do the entrepreneur music thing, but not have it be like the sole focus of your life.
Yeah,
Like,
because you'll starve. You'll starve. And it sucks to starve.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was deceiving myself because I was like thinking about going back into a 9 to 5 setup where in the past at least 3 to 4 years, I've been doing the whole creative entrepreneur vibes, you know? Yeah. So a part of me was like, oh, you're giving up on your dreams, man. Shame on you, man. And I was
because you had the approach of being creative in an entrepreneurial way.
Obviously that's how you described yourself and that's who you were. And this is why like labeling yourself as something is dangerous, right? Because you label yourself as I'm an artiste and like you get a 9 to 5 opportunity and you're like, but artists don't do 9 to 5, so I'd rather just starve and eat out of a tuna can.
Yeah, which was my approach, really.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that. No, I'm glad you said that because it kind of liberated my concern around the idea of it's okay for me to go back, get a 9 to 5, fuel up financially, and you could see it as a stepping stone financially to refuel your entrepreneurial creative life. You know?
Yeah, it's true, and it's a blessing to be able to one day potentially have all those three things in one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what everybody's fighting for, and this is what I was thinking about. I was like, man, there's so many artists, there's so many creatives, there's so many people doing a podcast. What makes this or you special? And like, what makes your friends special? It's like, there's a lot of people that could sing. There's a lot of people on Instagram. Like, how are you going to emerge out of
controversy?
You need controversy.
The trans community.
That is our stepping stone.
You know what we should do? We should just have that question as the promo.
Yeah.
And just like, oh shit, what are you gonna say?
But in all fairness, these are just jokes, and I mean, we empathize with whatever hardship that community is going through. But it's kind of funny to include him as the butt of the joke. Okay. How does it feel to? How was your night last night with the gal?
Oh, with the gal down.
What? How was your night? My night? Who?
The night was pretty sick. There was the ratio was phenomenal. It was 4
vaccinated women and only 2 unvaxxed. The ratios were sick.
Yeah, no, it was like I was going to a friend's house, and she was like, we're gonna do like board games, like chill or whatever, and I was like with the curfew thing, it was kind of like there's no point coming over at 9 and then I have to dip in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, don't you hate it when girls are like, yo, come over for board game, and then next thing you know, they're like trying to take your pants off?
And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to play fucking Scrabble.
Oh, shit.
Trying to think of it.
I had like 64-point combination here, and you're blowing me right now. It's
like, yo, they're so one-minded.
Yeah,
it's fucking
seriously.
Yo, low key though. And the older I get, the more I realize this is girls are way hornier than guys.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's more like when guys grow up, you're like, oh shit. I mean, I can make a whole bunch of money, and it's the same thing. I don't need to fuck. I just need a stock.
Yeah, I'll just
be successful.
But like,
it is weird that as men, you're like, okay, the more successful I get, the more pussy I can get.
Yeah, and women are like, the better the pussy, the more successful man I can get.
The better the pussy.
No, but exactly.
You know what they say? The better the pussy, the better the boss. Yeah.
Yeah, like as much as like girls feel like no. Girls can think that we'll judge them off their careers and whatnot. Yeah, you want to go with a head on their shoulder, but it's not the most important thing that we look at. We look at looks mostly, you know?
Country gums.
So you're looking at looks. I'm looking at the. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not looking for anything. I have a girlfriend.
She's a bad girl, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she's not good with the mama.
No, I'm good. Our voodoo consultant off air.
It becomes like if Sam smokes.
No, because people want to know what he said.
What did he say?
He said, if a girl has a good relationship with her mom, she's a good girl. But she has a bad relationship with her mom, she's a batty girl, eh?
Was it delivered exactly that way?
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if a girl is dramatic with her mom, it's not a good sign. You know?
You know, when I was younger, I used to like think that like, oh, girl, like girls, girls want guys who are rich, and like you would like want to shame them for that. But it just makes total sense. Like the strongest bond a woman has with anyone is with her children, and
with her husband's wallet.
I was gonna say like the strongest bond, and this has been proven, with a woman is a credit card.
Yeah, but she's
definitely gonna love her kids more than your fucking filthy 45-year-old ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Watching the game, eating Doritos in front of the game, bro. She doesn't fuck with that, bro. She's gonna go read bedtime stories to her kids, who she actually loves.
Yeah, but that's the strongest bond on like on earth.
Yeah,
like the mother children bond.
And for a man, it's the pussy.
The pussy.
Yeah.
Actually, so that is actually a more controversial statement than you think. Because I always was like, yeah, bond between mother and a child is way strong. Even like mother and child bond stronger than father and child bond. Like that was my understanding. And I got in an argument with someone because it was under the premise of who, like, women were, during COVID, like the pandemic and stuff, women were leaving their jobs to look after like sick kids and like daycare and stuff. But it was like, there was like a whole like feminist like controversy thing where it's like, why, like this is just, you know, it's like shows that society's rigged against women, like women are leaving their jobs, putting their careers on hold, blah blah blah. And my thing was like, logically, if one parent had to stop to look after the kids, I think that the mother would be more willing to do it. Like I think that because of that bond, they would want to spend that time a little bit more, and that it would make sense because I don't know, my mom is just way better than my dad at parenting, and so like, you would just want the more capable parent at home.
Also have a pretty unique upbringing as well.
For sure. But yeah. I think it was funny because I chilled with a couple people last night, and everyone had shit dads, and everyone had cool moms. And I think it's like more.
It's more common to see. It's more common to see a daddy that leaves than a mommy that leaves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo,
And
because these women probably never had a child, you know? Your mind changed when you have a child.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of like what we're saying is like, there's something about the baby coming out of the mom, that is like, you can't take that away. And like, as a man, I don't think you'll ever be able to experience that. And you'll never be able to have that intimate. It's more than intimate.
You didn't
natural
grow
way.
this thing inside of you. Like,
It is half of you.
Yeah.
But as a man, your responsibility is to go knock up another woman. That is your responsibility as a man.
But I think what we're trying to say is that it's safer to say that more people have a stronger bond with their mother than with their dad.
Or at least
most
if their
people.
mother is more present.
Most people.
but so then
generally.
Yeah.
Because essentially what I was saying was this is the stat that we're looking at, that like more women are leaving. But my thing was like, is it nefarious, or to what extent is it an issue? Like, should it be 50-50 men and women are leaving?
What does nefarious mean again?
It's like evil, like ill intention.
With a dog, like, forget it. If there's a female, the dog is.
Yeah, but we're not dogs though.
He doesn't know you. Same thing. If the children likes the mom better.
Yeah.
Like, toujours.
Well, let's say my brother just had a kid, and she is I think.
How old's your brother?
He's 42, 41.
Okay, I'm noticing more and more older people, like late 30s, maybe early 40s, getting the kid.
Yeah,
It's the new timeline.
It's the new timeline. It went from 30, like 30, you were in trouble if you didn't have a kid. Like
to like 40, and like honestly, bro, like people, like I think having kids at a younger age. Some people say that like you're more biologically like fit to have a child. For example, like
for a woman, for sure, yes.
But the quality of your sperm as well diminishes like in
Does
your
it?
40s. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's maybe more difficult to get somebody pregnant, and I'm also like your genetic code has been torn at that point. Versus like when in your young age you have good DNA, and in your late age potentially your DNA could have been harmed in some way. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are having kids later and later, but also those kids are going to become like, I don't know, late parent kids, and I don't know how functional those kids are going to be.
Okay, but would you rather that, or would you
have a 20-year-old mom who can't take care of me?
No, but exactly, like
That's the
roll the
thing.
dice on doing something too early, where you're financially unstable and you're more likely to get a divorce, which is over 50% at this point.
You know what though? I think there's something to be said about having a kid as like a get your shit together, and
Yeah, bro. More and
hustle.
more, I've been feeling like that.
What,
More and
like
more,
people
I've
have
been
a
feeling.
kid to get their shit
more and more,
together?
I've been feeling like, I should just get a kid to like just like
Get your shit together.
I
Your
feel like
substance
if I had a kid, what my
What?
substance abuse problem, my substance abuse problem. Yeah. Stop having fun. But I feel like if I were to have a kid, especially if it's like a little girl, like I would become like super dad, and I feel like nothing would stop me.
right.
3 years later, just pack my bags, leave. Yeah, I thought the super dad thing was a thing, but it turns out
I know I said it on the podcast once,
But yeah, I think like
I just want to lay on a couch now. Not doing it.
it was laying on the couch 2 p.m.
But like obviously, I don't think having a kid will just like solve those problems. But I think it's easy to let shit slide for yourself and like let yourself go. But you feel way more accountable for like another being. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'd rather not let someone. I'd rather let myself down than let someone else down.
100%.
Yeah,
and it all feels,
accountability is
it
worse.
feels way worse to let somebody else down.
Yeah.
Because you could give up on yourself, okay?
Yeah.
And for the people at home, I would strongly suggest this method because it's amazing. You just forgive on you just what did I just say? You
Give up on
give
yourself.
up on yourself. You just give up on yourself so you can't disappoint yourself anymore, and then you make all the worst decisions. And it's living la vida loca, and God bless. But make sure that nobody holds on to you, because then you're gonna feel super bad about letting them down. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want your daughter to be like, Papa,
Papa, what are
can
you
I
doing?"
have iPhone 27?
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Is this still recording? Yes, we are still recording. This is a smoky ass podcast.
Yeah, bro, we've been smoking.
We need
like
ventilation.
That shit.
Okay, by the way,
it's because we have our Haitian friend, bro. He keeps smoking and shit, bro.
by the way, guys, in case you were wondering, we take all COVID protocols. We're in touch with the government. We get all tested. We pee in a cup, and we've been good to go.
Yeah.
Yo, has anybody gotten a booster?
No, but apparently today, according to MTL blog, if you're 18 years old or over, you could get the booster 4,000.
18 and up?
18 and up. As of January 12th, what are we?
I feel like this is
January 14th.
Also, who told me that the curfew was going to be done on Monday?
It is. So, for those of you who are outside of Canada, Quebec, we in Quebec have a curfew because we're sheeps, apparently.
Because we're sheeple.
We're sheeple.
François Legault got us banned? Making me banned?
But curfew is disrespectful. You're giving adults curfews, but what the fuck?
Bro.
Even as a kid, like 10 p.m. curfew is,
as a kid, you're offended. Imagine
like, yo, daddy, I'm this much away from running the fuck away from home, bro.
It's like, fuck, man, holy shit. It was a bizarre ass time in the history.
You see, I don't see things like changing everything, bro. We just recorded another podcast, and we've been talking about COVID, bro. I feel like
it's part of our lives now. It's like, how do you not talk about that? Like, shame on YouTube for censoring that shit.
What, COVID?
Yeah, you saying COVID, like the chances of our video surfacing because we said COVID is less.
Because they have like the speech recognition thing.
Yeah, they suppress it, and pandemic. You can't say also.
That's why we say mandemic.
Is it? Yeah.
Mandemic. It's the mandemic. Laser sounds.
That's actually fire for like a song about there's like too many men in the club. You know what I mean?
It's a mandemic. Too many men in the club.
Yo, that's hilarious. You're like walking out of a club. There's like guys in line. Yo, it's a mandemic.
Yo, how's the club, bro? It's fucking mandemic up in that bitch, bro. Mandemic up in there.
So yeah, I guess this is it.
How's Toronto?
It's pretty good. The thing
you quit your job, no? Like recently?
Yeah, I quit in December.
Because why again?
Because I wanted to travel in January. Ironically, I like quit work. I was getting geared up, and I had this like sick list. I was gonna go to Portugal, France, Spain, England, Turkey, and then finish in Dubai. Because I recently had a nephew. My brother had a kid, and so I was gonna go to Dubai no matter what to see the kid. And I was like, might as well just like do this little.
Might as well do the world tour before the.
Exactly.
Before the kid.
Before my girl tour.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then but then obviously Omicron shit started like spiking, and I was like, oh my God, like not like what are the chances that at this specific time of year a new variant comes out that's like super infectious and anyways, all those plans go to
was
shit.
the plane ticket booked?
So the only thing booked was my return flight from Dubai. So because I was actually smart and I was like, I'm not gonna book anything until things have kind of ironed out. Because you delude yourself as well. Like each step you're like, they're just doing it for Christmas. I'll be open in like a bit. Like, everything's fine. And then like slowly it's like lockdown, quarantine, curfew, no more tests. Like I don't know, like it creeps up on you.
Stay at home. Don't make money. Be broke.
Yeah. But honestly, like quitting a job is fire as well. Because the thing is, I'm not just like quitting for the sake of it. I was gonna travel, and then I'm starting school in February. Like I'm doing my MBA, and so I knew, and that's a 1-year intensive program. So I know that I'm gonna be in school, going hard for a year. And I was like, this is sick. I'll quit my job, travel for a month, blow off like a bunch of steam, and then like get down to it.
What are you trying to do an MBA in?
I would probably specialize in like strategy and or
how to make it as an artist.
Yeah, like like I think I would do like a more of an entrepreneurial stream where you focus on those kind of classes. But I think that a lot of the stuff that I learn is cross applicable to music, because music, the more I've been like looking into it and thinking about it, is it's a commodity that you sell. If you're making a career out of it, it's like you're turning these experience into like a product, which is the music. And then you
better best believe that you better make that shit fucking relatable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you better make that product relatable and like sound or whatever.
And then good marketing.
But that's the thing, is that a lot of people have a phenomenal product which is the music. There's a lot of really talented musicians out there, but the branding isn't right because to sell your product, you need to have to build the right brand around it, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. And to some people, it's fucking natural, and like the music is trash. And I feel like those people they make it work, bro.
Yeah.
Like the people, like the music is trash and the branding is on point. They fucking pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of Rebecca Blacks with like 100 million views that you had no idea who they were.
But
like,
a lot of it is like YouTube. Like, for example, if I were to pay for YouTube for like a PR campaign or like a YouTube promotion, you know, for this podcast, you best believe we'd get at least 15 views. At least 16, 17 maybe.
Yeah.